The price of being underrated is too high. And I would know because I've been paying it. We live in a time now where I feel like everybody is trying to be seen. Everybody wants to be noticed. And we want people to remark on us and think we're so great. You could have it all on paper, or you could show something different. And people can still say, no, we don't want that, and we don't want you. I have a fair bit of experience with that. And I'm going to talk about it from two perspectives today. I'm going to talk about it from the perspective of, you know, what most of us can relate to trying to get a job, job hunting. And then I'm going to talk about it from the perspective of job creation, trying to create my own lane for myself. This is a video I made a few years ago trying to get a job in the social media world. Hello, you're hiring talent. I'm talented. I'm 26 years old. I am multifaceted and I'm willing to fit in where my skills are needed. Let's talk about that a bit more. Skillful is actually the first adjective that I would use to describe myself. I can film and edit videos, do graphic design work, sing, hello from the other side, write, create content, and more. On top of that, I would be keen to strengthen my current skill set and learn new skills that I could then add to my repertoire if the role requires that. Secondly, I'm also quite unconventional. I don't mean that in the I'm not like other girls type of way. I mean it with regards to problem solving. I respect tried and true solutions, but I love exploring new and maybe slightly riskier ideas to find strategies that could end up ultimately being more efficient and yielding better results. Lastly, I consider myself to be imaginative. The concept and execution of this video speaks to that, as well as to my other two superlatives previously mentioned. So come on, swipe right. That video was damn good. Like, that video was bloody good. Amazing. If I, as a hiring manager, saw that video, I would want to interview that person. I'm not giving you the job on the spot, but I would want to interview you. That video got me no callback interviews, and my life did not change because of it. Like all those social media remote positions that I applied for, I did not get. This is what I mean when I talk about being underrated and the price being too high. I don't know if it was xenophobia or xenophobia, however you pronounce that word, or because my qualifications weren't like, okay, a degree in social media, whatever. But that is not what matters. The point is, the video was impressive and it deserved more, and I deserved more, and I didn't get it. And that is the type of thing where if your sense of self is not strong enough, you start to feel annoyed and maybe a little bit jaded. We've all sent in bomb cover letters, bomb resumes, and we've been paid dust. And it literally feels like you're shucking and jiving, trying to get the queen on the throne to notice you when she does not give a crap. The second thing was me trying to create my own lane. So, okay, you don't want to appreciate me in this corporate world. I'm going to create my own lane. And I did that with my music TikTok last year. And I want to talk about a specific series that I did because it showed off my skills, not just as a musical artist, but like as an artist in general. Where I did this series dedicated to Charmed, which was like my childhood favorite TV show. And I edited the series myself in terms of the images and the effects and then the storyline. I made like a poster for each episode. What? This was art. This was high camp. And it wasn't paid the respect that I believe it was deserving of. It didn't get the hundreds of thousands of views that I thought it deserved. At least tens of thousands. Let's meet in the middle. And again, what did that do? It left me annoyed and a bit jaded. And that's actually putting it lightly. What it really did was it left me burnt out, bitter as hell, with a victim narrative. Problem was that it was kind of justified. You have seeing the quality And the creativity, even if you don't want to say like, okay, it's not that high quality, it's still creative, it's still different, it's still something worthy of remark. And being paid dust, you can understand why somebody would feel like this is not what I know I deserve. But sometimes that's not enough. We gaslight ourselves into thinking that no, I'm being unreasonable. There's so many talented people out there. There's so many gifted people out there. Like, that's why I wasn't chosen. Like, it was because there are other people who are better. Um, but then I had a wonderful follower who messaged me saying, Mike, I see the work that you're doing. And these algorithms are on crap. And they're not giving you your flowers. You deserve so much more than this. And I thank that person from the bottom of my heart for doing that. Because sometimes, you gaslight yourself into believing you're crazy. And you're like, okay, you have a victim narrative. That's why you're doing this. But no, somebody external to me who I did not prompt at all was able to confirm that, which unfortunately did not help the victim narrative, actually. It made it worse because now I have evidence. But a victim narrative is destructive. It's not just knowing that something is unfair. There's a destructive nature to a victim narrative because you start to see yourself as a victim in places where you're not. You start to see yourself as a victim before things even get a chance to go anywhere. So you don't even send in the job application because you know they're going to reject you because of things in the past. They're just going to overlook me anyway. You don't create the content because they're just going to overlook me anyway. So all this effort and money is going to be wasted. You spare yourself from future hurt by never taking chances, which is what was happening to me. I realized recently that the cure is looking for agency or creating agency when you feel like it doesn't exist. That is how you deal with a victim narrative, because I started this new MicahTheMuse like page and like journey, and the victim narrative was starting to creep up. All those losses from the past were starting to come back to me, and I was starting to feel hurt and annoyed and jaded again. But I realized, wait, I can create agency in this by talking about being hurt, annoyed, and jaded. That is a way for me to reclaim power. For me, that's the solution. Finding agency wherever you can. And it doesn't even have to be related to the area of life that you have that ongoing victim narrative for. Like, find it in fitness, find it in friendships, find it in relationships. Just find the agency and find the control and the autonomy wherever you can. We need counter evidence against our victim narratives. That's the only way to deal with it, because it's a wound, and I don't think it's a wound that will ever go away. When things get bad, it is somewhere that you will naturally go to. It's somewhere I naturally go to. But it's now having evidence and experience that I don't have to stay there. There are ways that I can feel empowered and not like a victim and not like life is out to get me and life doesn't want to see me happy and succeed. I could control this, I could control that. And it doesn't have to be those simple things like, I control when I get out of bed, or I control what I eat today. Okay, let's spice it up. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Go on a trip, for example. Go play a sport. Those are like bigger, more life-altering things. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something, you gained something from my musing. I hope I reflected something honest back to you. And I will talk to you guys in another video of mine very soon. Bye.